Hey Gemini, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. I hope that things are going well in your world. When I'm recording, messages are always timeless. As a side note, just use your discernment always. But when I'm recording, we are in Scorpio season, and it's this value of really connecting us with our heart's desires. Often these are desires that are kind of underneath the surface, things that we might not admit to others or even admit to ourselves. And a lot of what is happening in the astrology through the changes that we're seeing, it's forcing us to connect with those desires in a new way, in a different way. We have to kind of rework how we've been doing things in the past, and it's a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, there's a lot of power in it when we do so. So we'll start with this energy cleansing, set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Little blessing for you, blessing for me for the reading as well. It's also a really good time to set your own intention. So if you would like questions answered or messages delivered from spirit, definitely give those over. Be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings, right? And I also do personal readings. Tarot, astrology, mediumship, if you want me to look at your specific situation, or I do energy healing and holistic wellness consultation, that mind, body, soul action. So if you feel like you need just rebalancing all over, definitely hit me up. I love to help, support always. All that info is in the description box below. All right, Gemini, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, overwhelm, impatience. Cleanse it and remove it from our being so we can see, sense, understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Ooh, sorry, I think I have an eyelash in my eye. It's like annoying me. All right, and forgive me, I'm a little hoarse. I'm a little sick, so I apologize. I apologize in advance. All right, so Gemini, Scorpio season. What I like about this week is there is a lot of expansion, right? So divine and resilience popped out. It's this value of tapping into your divine nature, into your divine power. What does that mean on a practical level? Well, it means making choices and decisions that really empower you, that put in an authentic way, right? It's not about manipulation and control. It's about being able to stand in your authentic truth, stand in your power, and make choices accordingly, especially around the things, the people, the situations that are questioning that for you. Maintaining that resilience around what it is that you do want to see come into your life. There is sadness, there is mourning. We've been seeing this all across the collective. So also being gentle with yourself, right? Not trying to just put on your blinders and barrel ahead. There is resistance, tension with Mars right now. Mars is tensely aspected to Pluto. And so if we're not paying attention, if we're not aware of what's happening, it's easy to, like I was saying, put on those blinders and just push ahead full steam. That really is counterintuitive right now. We have 4 different planets in retrograde, and it's making us slow down. It's making us look at the bigger picture. Or else, like, if you don't, like I was saying with that Mars energy, things are gonna, like, you might see some movement, you might see some growth, but then it's gonna fall apart because it's not on stable ground right now. And the name of the game is really being able to, like I said, kind of tapping into your power from a sense of strength and stability. This is a little heavy energy for you this week, Gemini. I feel like you've been, working hard towards something and you were really proud of yourself is what I'm hearing. Like, you were diving into this magic, really connecting with that power that I was talking about. I feel like maybe even in some ways you got what you wanted, but the story's not over quite yet. And it looks like there's some stuff coming up in your current energy and future energy that feels like you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to reevaluate. There's something that you weren't taking into account, and this is coming through as duality. So maybe you're seeing a different side of someone, a different side of a situation. In the beginning, it looked to be this one thing, and then as things have kind of slowly unfolded, unraveled, you're now seeing it's not exactly what you had wanted or hoped. Or you can see the writing on the wall, right? Maybe you are still putting energy, emphasis into this, and it continues to fall flat. Like I said, that's not good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just the nature of the astrology right now, where we do have to take a step back. We do have to be a little bit more creative and inventive with our approach. However, the moon and Mercury are tensely aspected to Uranus this week. And so there's a little bit of stubbornness, rigidity, resistance in pursuing new ways, right? New ideas. It doesn't mean you have to completely switch the situation or cut it off if you're not ready to yet. However, creative approach is what I'm hearing. And I feel like the way that this situation is coming out for you this week, as much as you are committed to it, as much as maybe you have tried some creative approaches, maybe you have really, like I said, put your best foot forward, but you're not seeing the response, the feedback that you want. And, I feel like you're also dealing with someone's energy who's pretty heavy. In terms of emotional, heavy emotions, not managing themselves, not handling themselves. Maybe they are going through a time, a space of grief, and you're sitting on the sidelines watching this. I feel like the grief is not directly related to you, but I do feel like you are a part of it, Gemini. And I feel like it's stopping them, the person, the situation, from re-engaging with you. You've worked really hard to get this beautiful thing up and running, and then I just feel like someone's either like walking away from it or not giving it enough attention, not giving you enough attention, the attention that you deserve. And I'm also seeing that you never know how they're going to show up. You never know who they're going to be on the day-to-day. Are they going to get really pissed off? Are they going to be, difficult to deal with, etc.? Or are they actually going to welcome you with open arms? I feel like that open arms has not happened for quite some time. And in a weird, or not a weird way, but you're still committed to this, right? Like I was saying, you're still committed to this and you want to see it play out because there is something here for you that feels valuable, that feels like it's worth your time and your energy. But as things keep moving forward, it looks like there is an ending on the horizon. And like I was saying, it feels like you can see this coming. You can see this coming because I keep seeing like this hamster wheel. It's like no matter what you do, what you say, how you act, how you behave, this other person just isn't responding. They have this Four of Pentacles miserly energy where there is a lot of control. They're trying to control, dictate the narrative, how things go. And being greedy at that is what I'm hearing. Greedy with their energy, greedy with how they interact with you. And, I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, Gemini, but it feels like you're seeing this other side of them that you were kind of hoping didn't exist, but does, in fact. Like, maybe you had these senses before, like, they would do kind of shitty things, or, like I said, if it's a situation, it wasn't really, like, moving as fluidly. It would look like one thing and, in fact, be another. And now you're seeing the reality of kind of this negativity that they have. Well, it's projection. It's not in relation to you. It's not negativity that they have towards you, but you do seem like you're getting the brunt of it. 100%, 11:11 on the clock. So there is this call to self-protect, right? Don't just blindly move through this process, meaning don't just pretend it's all fine, well, and good. Making sure that you're adjusting your expectations accordingly, because I don't feel like, you're not going to get what you want from this person, from this individual or situation. Yeah, they're just too emotional. And I'm hearing that they really struggle to listen to rationality. They struggle to even empathize or see someone else's perspective. And it is making you feel like you have to self-protect. There was connection. There was community, relationship. It felt really good once upon a time, but for some reason they're withholding this from you now. It's like a cat and mouse game, a lot of dangling of the carrot, really trying to get at your ego. They just don't, they're not committed. They're not committed. And this is someone or a situation that's always looking for the next best thing, the next best opportunity. And this is a side of them that's not always present. Like I was saying in the very beginning, you might not see this about them all the time, or there's been small hints of it along the way. And now like they're kind of in this energy where they're just pissed off and letting those emotions cloud their judgment. To be fair, we've had a lot of water element in the astrology lately. And so when people are not controlling their emotions, it does lead to that spiral, right? It does kind of lead to that, burning down the house. That's what I'm hearing. Like, they don't care if they burn down the house. This is someone who acts first and thinks about it later. That's how emotional they are. They don't even, it's like they're seeing red is what I see. And you are caught in the middle of all of this. I hear that to some capacity, you might be a peacekeeper trying to keep the peace in the situation, but it's falling on deaf ears, like I was saying. And, excuse me. Yeah, this Calla Lily card, be really careful, be really mindful. This is a lot about how it can be really enticing. It can be really seductive, but it can also be incredibly toxic. Toxic for your mental, your emotional. Making a deal with the devil is what I'm hearing. Maybe it's not that extreme, but that's how the energy comes across. And you know this. What I'm seeing is like Spirit's really asking you to try to remain grounded and stable to the best of your ability this week. 100% confirmation with this Oak card. Standing in your power, right? That's how we started out the reading. Making sure that you're standing in your power, that you're not letting someone or something bulldoze you over. Even if they want to tell you whatever they want to say under the sun, making sure that you're keeping your own intuitive knowings in the back of your mind, right? Not giving them too much power, because this can go down a slippery slope and end up in situations, dynamics that you don't really want to be engaged in. This person, individual, it's not your vibe. It's not your vibe at all. This side of them is actually really difficult to see. It's a really difficult pill for you to swallow. And as much as you've, oh shoot, I just lost it. Three cups. As much as you've tried to be friends, as much as you've tried to create that commitment, it's not working, right? They want something different. They want something in their mind that's better. I'm not saying that you're not good enough. It's not about that. It's about their own issues. Their issues with lack of commitment, lack of follow through, lack of being able to kind of just, honor what they say and see it through. But like I said, the silver lining I keep coming back to is there is, you see this, you sense this, you feel this, even with this angel's trumpet. It's like Spirit is letting you know what this is all about. You don't have to question. You see it clearly. Trust your intuition on this one. It's going to make you way happier in the long run, so you're not embedded in some like nasty, shady business. You don't deserve that, right? You deserve better. All right, Gemini, I hope you found messages that resonated here. Thank you so much for your time and energy always, especially if you've made it this far in the video. I super appreciate you. Definitely drop comments below. I love to hear how it resonates, or just connect, sharing a little love, little TLC. That's totally the vibe here at this channel. I appreciate all the love and support you bring my way. I'm sending it back to you.